American Weini Kelati's Olympic journey from Eritrea to Paris is a childhood dream in the making. Kelati, who sought asylum in the US 10 years ago after traveling to Eugene, Oregon, to compete, will now represent the country in the Paris Games. Before Weini Kelati was running 10,000 meters to a finish line, she was running long distances to school in Eritrea. Born in Tsada, a small village in the central region of Eritrea, Kelati, 27, said it wasn't unusual for kids to walk 4 to 5 hours to get to school every day, or to run if they were tardy. Running would eventually take her far beyond the African country to Oregon, where her journey to become an American Olympian started 10 years ago, and where that dream was cemented last month with a first-place finish at the US Olympic team trials. Kelati's father died when she was young, and she watched her mother struggle to raise her family. She knew she wanted to help her, but the how didn't become clear until middle school. In 6th grade, I was in a PE class and sitting down and watching what everybody was doing, Kelati said, and my teacher comes to me and he said, "You need to run because that's how you earn grade." Kelati was confused. After all, she had run to school earlier that day and was sore, but her coach told Kelati to run as fast as she could, and she uncovered a hidden talent, outrunning her classmates and even older kids. Kelati started competing, but to her, the sport was always about more than just winning a medal or getting on a podium. It was a way to help her family. Even though the life I had was a very hard one, she wanted me to stay close to her, Kelati said of her mother. She was just like, "It doesn't matter. If we didn't have anything, I just wanted you to be with me." Eritrea gained its independence 4 years before Kelati was born, after a decades-long war with Ethiopia. It is one of the least developed countries in the world, according to the United Nations, and one of the most repressive, restricting freedom of expression, opinion, and faith, according to Human Rights Watch. The country has never held elections. Kelati said that when her running prowess took her to the World Junior Championships in Eugene, Oregon, in 2014, she saw an opportunity to stay in the US and help her family from abroad. Afraid of being stalked, she didn't tell anyone about her intentions. Kelati beat her personal record during that race. Her mind, however, was not on crossing the finish line, but on an Eritrean flag she saw from the stands. Eritreans are a tight-knit community. An Oregon family who had heard about the Eritrean athletes competing in the event came to the track to cheer them on. Kelati saw their flag and ran to them. She said she told them she wanted to stay in America and asked them for help. Back home, it's very safe to just go with any family and ask them like, "Hey, can I stay with you?" "It's fine," Kelati said. "Here I thought it was the same thing the first day when I landed, but it wasn't." After they realized Kelati was serious about staying, the family agreed to help. They bought her a cell phone, which she used to call home and tell her mother she was seeking asylum in the US. "I had to call and tell her when I made my decision," Kelati said. "I let her know, and she cried a little bit. But that was ok." It would be 8 years before Kelati saw her again. Through a relative, Kelati found a cousin she didn't know she had in Leesburg, Virginia, who took her in. She said she told her cousin she wanted to find a job to help her mother, but her cousin insisted that she should enroll in school. She could get paid to run, her cousin told her, if she worked hard in high school and earned a scholarship to college. Eventually, Kelati gave in, enrolling in Heritage High School in Leesburg. Even though she didn't speak any English, she soon found a home on her track and field team. She was recruited to the University of New Mexico, where she won the 2019 NCAA Division I Cross Country Championships, and she eventually went pro.